The first thing the woman did after being reborn was tie up the scheming girl she once loved the most. Then she stuffed a rag into her mouth and began beating her without mercy. In her previous life, the woman was diagnosed with cancer, but was cruelly locked out by the scheming girl. Right after transferring all her assets to her, the girl revealed her true colors and admitted she wasn't even the woman's real daughter. Her biological daughter had been assaulted to death 30 years ago by thugs the girl herself had brought. As if that weren't enough, the woman's 2 sons and their wives were exiled to a remote place and eventually died, all because of her. It wasn't until that moment that the woman finally realized her mistake. But before she could do anything, the scheming girl struck her dead with a stick. Perhaps heaven took pity on her, because the woman was given a second chance at life. When she opened her eyes again, the scheming girl was standing right in front of her. Without hesitation, she slapped her hard across the face. As the girl questioned her, the woman looked around and recognized the familiar house. Realizing she had truly been reborn, she remembered the scheming girl's plan to flee the country before the woman was exiled again. Furious, she grabbed a rope and tied her up. When her 2 sons came home and saw the girl tied up, they were stunned, but quickly removed the rag from her mouth. Seeing both sons alive and well, the woman burst into tears of joy. She remembered how they once gave up their food and clothes for her, and how they had died for no reason. Blaming everything on the scheming girl, she slapped her once more, then pushed her sons out of the room, stuffed the rag back into the girl's mouth, and locked her in the woodshed. Once everything was in place, the woman thought back on her previous life, and saw on the calendar that the day of her betrayal was near, so she decided to prepare. She began looking for the household registry, but suddenly noticed her bracelet turning red, and in the next moment, she was pulled into a mysterious space. She found a glowing spring bubbling before her, took a sip, and discovered it had the power to heal and strengthen. She instantly realized this bracelet was a rare treasure. With this newfound power, she went straight to the factory director and asked to transfer her younger son's job. The director was shocked and asked why. Not wanting to reveal her rebirth, she lied and said her eldest son abroad was being targeted, and she needed to lay low. The director understood immediately, and when she asked if he knew where the black market was, he agreed to take her there that weekend. Once the weekend came, he led her through the market, and soon a man on a bike stopped in front of them. He stared at her intensely, making the woman uneasy. The director quickly explained the man had poor eyesight and needed to look closely to see people. Then he left. The woman placed a large order, but the man said it would take 3 days to prepare everything. She handed him an address and asked for it to be delivered there. As she walked away, he watched her with growing curiosity. That night, the scheming girl managed to untie herself and snuck into the woman's room, where she found the household registry. She tried to sneak out of the house, but ran into one of the old thugs. Remembering that he had secretly liked her for years, she told him the woman was abusing her daily and had hidden a stash of antiques, begging him to report her. The thug agreed immediately and rushed off to file a report. Meanwhile, the woman returned home and caught the scheming girl sneaking out. It was time for her revenge.